Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the third game of the grand final match between Team Volker and Super Kawaii. Sponsored by Steel Series, this is the Wellington Secondary School League Champion, brought to you by GameStar, who are powered by Ozgamers. Once again, my name is Crisis. I'm joined in the studio by EJ. G'day, EJ.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Crisis. Yes, map number 3 here between Team Volker and the Super Kawaii. And as you said, Team Volker very strong so far. 2 maps to 0 up in the best of 5 grand final. And if their former showing is anything to go by, this could be a quick game. Let's hope Super Kawaii can adjust their strategy and come back and take this to another map.
Looking at possibly a clean sweep for Team Volker is the call in the Twitch channel. So we have about 1,000 votes going towards towards Team Volker's victory. No, that's not true. We've had a couple of people.
Shout out to the 1,000 people in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, woo, fantastic. So this is a live event.
To get more viewers, I'll put my webcam on and show some cleavage.
No, don't do that, please.
Aww.
All right, so we're into the pick and ban phase of game number 3. Team Volker on the blue team this time round. They are the top seed, and they are represented by Grelb, Clue, Core Invin, Eyes, and Poon. Somebody was saying his name is Barcode, not multiple eyes.
Barcode?
Yeah, so we've had Pigeon, Zijin, Barcode, and Eyes.
Like Pigeon. I think Pigeon's a good name.
Yeah, well, it's actually Zijin as in pigeon, but say it with a Z, apparently.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I prefer Eyes. Barcode's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Poon as well.
Or the Hitman. He's got the barcode on the back of his head.
Golden Boy, Poon the Terrible, who overwhelmingly in the Twitch chat should have been the MVP of the last game.
Just purely for being the golden boy, Poon.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he won't get to be golden boy this time because it looks like Alistair's been picked on the other team ahead of him.
Yeah, we'll have to see what's where that Alistair appears as well, whether it's going to be a top Alistair or a support Alistair, and what skin. There's some pretty good Alistair skins out there, so we'll have to see what happens. Shout out to Changeon and T-Proxbro, who are the fan club for Poon, the Poon fan club.
Now the Golden Boy Poon fan club.
We should just call him Poon. He says T-Prox Bro. I think they have to be called, the fan club of Poon have to be called the Terribles. Poon and the Terribles. Okay, so Super Kawaii, let's talk about them.
Coming soon.
They are on the red team, and they are represented by Menacol, Mid, Elite Member, Reptox, and Posmil. And they've been having a hard time today.
They have. They've been caught out of position a few times, which has cost them a couple of kills. Their team fighting, though, their team fighting skills when they are as a group of 5 is pretty strong. They've got good coordination of when they're using their ultimates and so forth. What we are seeing, though, from Team Volker is just better positional play and better open field play. They're not requiring as much on positioning.
Yeah, they're able to get through and convert the team fight. Even the smallest advantage they're able to convert into taking objectives, and that's really been the difference. You know, it was 7 turrets to 0 at one stage. In fact, I think it was a complete shutout. I don't think that Super Kawaii took a single turret in the second game. So very difficult.
I don't believe they did. No.
Yeah, so having a tough time, but they did 2-0 in the semi-final.
Yeah,
so we know that they can close out games, and so we're looking for them to pull out a game and pick up game number 3 and force a game number 4 in this best of 5 series. So let's have a look at the bans. Fizz and Yasuo are banned out, and you know, EJ, that says to me that Team Volker have identified Elite Member as the major danger, because those are 2 targeted bans.
2 champions out.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Evelyn again.
I understand his third character was Evelyn.
Well, no. The thing is, Evelyn has actually been banned in every game that Super Kawaii has been playing in today. So Mid must be a monster Evelyn player.
Yeah. Someone's one-trick pony just got banned. And for the other team, Lulu, Morgana, and Jace.
Yeah, so Lulu's consistently been banned out as well. Jace was dominant in the top lane in game number 1, so Super Kawaii just don't want to deal with him. Yeah, and Morgana, well, Morgana, typically we see this Morgana being banned when the team is going to pick Thresh. So
Yeah,
Posmill's picked up the Thresh, nice, strong. In fact, I think this is now the fourth time today that we're going to be seeing Thresh going up against Braum in the support stakes, so pretty common. So Menacol is the one that has the Alistar. He's going to be in the top lane. In the jungle, mid will have the Lee Sin.
yep.
In the mid lane, elite member on his Syndra. So Syndra got banned before, and so we'll
He's a
see him.
strong Syndra too.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He came out firing in game number one as the Syndra. Reptox and Posmil combining in the duo bottom lane as Lucian and Thresh. Now up against Menacol's Alistar, we're going to have Grelb on Aurelia. And Aurelia is just the epitome of a balanced champion, really. She's
Yep.
been around for ages and ages and ages. Has had a couple of nerfs here and there, but
Yep.
still is very, very strong.
We got Clue next.
Clue as the Kazakhs. So Kazakhs was banned, I think, in the previous game. So he's going to be quite happy to be back on the Kazakhs instead of having to demonstrate how to play on the J4, because he did really well as the J4. Core Invin, the traditional lane bully Oriana, had a little bit of a nerf on her auto attack damage, but not really enough to do much other than really fine tune the balance. So
Has
pretty.
been consistently banned today though.
In fact, you're right. Oriana has had quite a few bans. In fact. Barcode or Eyes or Pigeon, whichever one you want to call him, back on the Caitlyn.
Yeah, very good at Caitlyn is Pigeon.
And the nice thing about Caitlyn is it's very easy to proc Poon's passive. So Poon gets I can't remember what his passive's called, but it builds up to a stun. I want to say Winter's Bite, but that's actually the name of the skill. That puts the passive that can also so Poon's passive gets transferred onto an enemy champion either through Winter's Bite, which is a ranged skill shot, or through just auto attacks.
I was going to tell you how Pigeon got the nickname Pigeon, but then I realised we were doing a secondary skills competition.
Yes, I'm glad that you remember that.
So's the audience, I'm sure. Now they're all probably in Twitch chat going, "Oh, come on, tell us how he got the nickname Pigeon." And well, maybe we'll see how we go. I'll think of a clean way of saying it.
So shout out to everyone at the WSL event that is taking place in Wellington at the moment. Shout out,
Yes,
of course, to the admins that have put the day together, Wimazar and Death Shinks, who have done a great job. And shout out to Steel Series again and Ozgamers, sponsors involved in today's broadcast.
And if you haven't checked out Ozgamers since they've had their rebranding and relaunch, go and check them out at ozgamers.com. Australia's games community. Check them out.
Not just Australia's, but also New Zealand's.
Oh, that's their new catch cry.
What? Not only Australian, but also
No.
New Zealand.
No, the new catch cry is Australia's games community.
Oh, that's terrible.
They've changed it to their header.
How could they have forgotten the mainland?
Oh, well, they didn't.
All right, we'll get into the skin battle and then we'll talk a little bit about the team compositions and move on from the cricket-like conversation that we're having.
We've got some fantastic skins here now.
Yeah, so across the top once again, 4 skins. Do like the Gothic Oriana.
I don't like 4 skins, but you might.
Well, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong
The
with it.
Oriana is quite good, the Gothic Oriana.
Yeah.
Nightblade's quite nice.
And just 2 skins from Super Kawaii down at the bottom. So the skin battle goes to Team Volker.
And, Matador Alistair, not quite as sexy as Golden Boy Alistair.
Yeah, but Nightblade Oriana,
Yeah, true.
oof, very nice skin that. Oh, I should sort out this. Let's have a look at.
So traditional Lee Sin
Whoops.
doing his rap dance to start off the game, break dancing at the base.
Well, and zoom out. There you go. All right, so we're in, and let's just make sure that I've got the right overlay up, because I was telling people who we were.
Oh.
There you go.
Follow us on Twitter, everybody.
Yeah. Follow at GameStar on Twitter, especially, because we announce
Well,
starts
that's
of
what I meant.
streams and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, don't follow me. Well, you're welcome to, but you don't have to. Follow us as in GameStar. Like us on Facebook. And we got a pause.
And bye-bye to engage 7.
Oh. Someone just knocked over a can of soft drink at the LAN. Switch.
So they got to tidy things up. Yeah. So what do we have here? So we've got ball delivery is the name of the game for Team Volker at this stage. They've got the Aurelia and the Kazakhs, who are going to want to get in through the front line of their opponents with the ball on top of their head, get the shockwave come through, and get a wombo combo going with a shockwave followed up by, well, either followed up by or preceded by a Braum ulti, the Glacial Fissure. So
Nice.
pretty easy to see what the Team Volker want to do. And so once again, well, I suppose in the previous 2 games, what they've had is a team composition built around sieging, and it's not so much the case this time around. They do want their opponents to kind of get channeled into their ulti. Their ulti combo, the ball delivery combo. So expect to see Aurelia and Kazakhs going tanky. I don't think that Kazakhs is going to go glass cannon at this stage. I may be wrong though, so we'll see what Clue decides to do. Now, by comparison, what we have is a lot of hard CC in Team Super Kawaii. We've got Menacol on the Alistar, and he's pretty much the CC king at this stage. Lots in his toolbox. Followed up by the Thresh with Death Sentence and the Flay. And Flay, one of the best level 1 skills in the game. And Syndra, of course. Whoa, what's going on?
Ah, Poon gets a bit of an eagle on here, though.
Whoa, he's got a flash away.
On, the leash is on. Poon could go. Oh, Syndra doesn't get anything off at him.
I should have had directed cam on there while I was
Poon
talking about the
just
teams.
got caught. That's okay. Poon just got caught as he was going near the river. He goes to the river to play, and he didn't like it at all.
And we got the Syndra stun, just closing out the hard CC on Super Kawaii. So they have a pick comp going on. They're going to want to find a player and disable him and take him out. And then find the next player, disable and take out. And use those small advantages to press the victory in their team fights. And crucially, what they need to be able to do is turn those team fight advantages into objectives. Taking down turrets.
All right, so we got the start on the red buff here at the spawn. Blue buff for the
recent
from from Kawaii.
So he's going to want to probably gank top lane, and it would be a good place to gank because Menacol by that time will have probably level 3 and will be able to set up for a gank to come in with a red buff from mid, slowing down the Aurelia. Well, at the very least, the first gank they're going to pick up, or they should pick up a flash. Nice little exchange going on in the top lane at the moment, and Grell really coming off second best. Head on down to the bottom lane, Eyes and Poon going up against Posmil and Reptox. And in fact, we will have our eyes on Poon because he apparently should have been the MVP according to Twitch chat. So now he's going to have to perform.
Well, if you come with a fan club, dude, you got a pretty good chance of getting the Twitch chat vote.
Yeah, for sure. Aurelia heading on down, Grell putting down his trinket, expecting a gank at the 3-minute mark or just after from mid. And mid's going to troll him really and going to head down to mid lane, I think. Well, what's he going to do? Bit of a jungle invade? Counter gank? Clue and mid see each other, sort of wave at each other and run away. Oh, they might be in a little bit of trouble. Mid gets his shield up just in time to eat the harass from Clue. Meanwhile, down at the bottom lane...
doing a bit of a poke around as well.
Yeah, down at the bottom lane, Poon takes a little bit of damage for Reptox. Once again, Lee Sin in the mid lane, looking for a gank that will never ever
Yeah,
happen.
but he's getting chased from behind by Clue, so Clue could walk into some trouble here. Puts down the...
oh, so close.
And that gives up Lee Sin, absolutely. Very close.
So pretty quiet, 4 minutes of the first 4 minutes of the game. Gold differential neck on neck. This is pretty much how every single game has gone so far, EJ.
Yeah, and then we just see Team Volker just sort of get ahead, get a few extra bit of gold in their belt. They're very good with the CS as well.
Oh, Grell might have gone too deep. Mid gets onto him. And, well, the stun from Grell, nice and quick. Beautiful headbutt pulverized combo from Menacol and forces the flash out of Grell, but it's too late. And the first blood goes to mid. Nicely done. So we have to see if Kazakh's heading down to the bottom. Clue is able to turn things around for his team, Volker, and pick up. Winter's Bite goes out. The proc goes down onto Reptox. Just the one proc, though. Two procs. Death Sentence. This might turn things around. And Poon manages to turn around and go, my mustache is too strong. I'll walk away. So 5 minutes gone. First blood and a 700 gold lead in favor of Super Kawaii.
All right, top lane, we got Medical just sort of bullying it down at the moment. Grelb doing Grelb's thing. What a Grelb likes to do.
Oh, Menacol getting a lot of damage, forced to flash because he gets stunned underneath the turret. Yeah.
Too close to the turret.
Just overestimated how close the minions had been. And, oh, in fact, it wasn't that. It was his passive.
Oh.
Yeah, the Triumphant Roar. No, it's not, I don't think it's called Triumphant Roar. Trample. So Alistar's passive, every time he uses a skill, it does a little bit of AoE damage around him.
Yep.
And so he had just used his Pulverize to harass Grelb, and his Trample was on the ball. And that's how he took those. So he's lost his flash now, and is going to walk back to lane.
All right, down in bottom, we got Barcode Boy doing pretty well with Poon. Forcing Posmal and Reptile to just camp under the tower.
Yeah, and Eyes is in the lead in terms of CS, so he's 10 CS lead, and that's a real lead. So even though this cannon minion wave is going to get to the lower turret, that's he's now 48-34 in the lead, so really doing very, very well. Lucian is just in real bad straits at the moment.
Oh, so it's Grell. Grell gets smacked in under the tower by Alistar.
Yeah, Ali went and bought a Sheen, so he's going to be laying out more damage. Gank in the middle lane forces the ulti out of Elite Member. Doesn't get the stun down, unfortunately misses it, so Clue gets to walk away, and Mid isn't able to follow up. In the bottom lane, things are looking very, very dire for Posmil and and Reptox, and they're both having to blue pill.
All right, so we're just watching the mid lane. Mid is Lee Sin is hiding in the bushes. Gonna wait for his move. No need. Comes out.
Well, he was standing on a ward, so it was never going to happen.
Yeah, they knew he was there.
Yeah. Fast push going onto this bottom lane turret, and once again, it's all about the objectives for Team Volker, and it really has been a recipe for success all day today for them. So why wouldn't they keep on pushing? The gold is the gold has actually swung in their favor with that global gold going to all of their team from the very early turret kill before 8 minutes.
Grelb pushing forward in the top lane. Menacol says, I'll have none of that. Thank you very much. Look at my lovely outfit I'm wearing. Matadoring it up.
Yeah, Grelb is going to get to a point where he is no longer going to be worried about any sort of harass that comes down. Okay. And what is he maxing? He's maxing his... whoops. I think he's maxing his E. Sorry, he's maxing hit and style W. So actually... so that's for his sustain, and that's just so that he can eat the harass from his lane opponent. We've seen in the World Championship, Irelias have been maxing E so that they can have a 2-second stun by level 9. So that's not going to be happening. Big engage going down. Poon gets his Glacial Fissure down. Eyes has eaten an exhaust though, so not really able to do much effect. A great death sentence coming through from Posmil, and then followed up by the box. Poon forced to flash away. So a fantastic piece of play there in the bottom lane from Super Kawaii.
Very, very good indeed. Just checking back up in the top. Menacol and Grill just plodding along. Syndra's coming back into mid. Lee Sin though, so we might have an attempted gank coming on here, but Core Invent seen him coming a mile off and retreats to the safety of the turret.
Yeah, so Reptox might be in a little bit of trouble. He's stuck around in lane, and Clue is coming as well. 2 procs of Brown's passive, 3 procs. He's been stunned. He takes the Dark Passage out and gets himself safe, but Syndra has come down. Elite member looking for a kill, and well, he picks it up and saves Reptox's tail. So Clue goes down. That was a beautiful rotation down to the bottom lane, and you'd think that that would turn into an attempt onto the dragon, but the Super Kawaii decide.
Happy with the kill.
Yeah. Thanks, Engage. Shout out to Engage in the Twitch chat, who's probably trolling me right now.
I'd say so.
But that's okay. 3-0 at the 10-minute mark. And the gold lead swung once again to Super Kawaii, but they've lost a turret. And this is what we saw in the previous 2 games, is even though they got kills, they weren't able to take objectives. So they really need to use these tiny little advantages that they build out and turn that into turrets. Core Invent takes a bit of a rest in the mid lane. And it's the same old story up in the top lane between Menacol and Grelb. So Grelb is at the point now where any harassment that Menacol puts down, he can just heal back up. He can he can match him sustain for sustain. Yeah. So we won't spend a lot of time in the top lane really, because I don't think.
Have a look around Dragon Pit though. We've got a bit of action. Wonder Boy Poon, Golden Boy Poon, him too.
Posmil and mid coming to that mid turret to try and get some harass down, or try and get a gank down onto Core Invent. Oh, let's hit the backspace and see the full extent of that. So Reptox is on his own and goes over aggressive, and in comes Poon to save the day, gets the Glacial Fissure down onto Reptox, and a nice headshot from Eyes finishes him off. So a bit over aggressive, and I guess that's really why Eyes picked up the MVP in that previous game. So this is just addressing the Poon supporters, is he was able to be aggressive at the right times to pick up the kills. In the mid lane, the box goes down, 2 ultis, and Posmil gets the kill onto the mid laner, and unfortunately he walks away. So they don't want to kill this mid turret, they want to try for the Baron, and Poon is there to try and contest it. In fact, Clue's coming through as well, so this is not a fait accompli by any means.
No. Elite member giving a bit of grief here. Here comes Reptox. Clue's on the other side. Oh, Clue gets pulled in.
Oh, he tries to get the ulti, he's unable to do so. Sorry, tries to get the smite steal, unable to do so, and in fact dies for his trouble as well. So a flash through from Eyes, beautiful play. Reptox might actually go down now as well. The headshot comes through. Reptox picks up a double. Oh, sorry, not Reptox. Reptox forms the second of a double, and Eyes picks up the double.
Went down.
Yeah, nicely done. Volker win from Sebi Saw, and a shout out to Jack Chen the God from Engage 7. Not sure who that is. Maybe. So gold lead is still non-existent really. I mean, it's pretty much neck and neck.
Yeah, kills are close, turrets are close. This is a much better showing from Super Kawaii.
Well, I don't know. This is pretty much. This is similar to their first game, where they managed to get more and more. You know, they got more kills than their opponent.
They got kills.
But again, they haven't killed any turrets yet. And until they start taking objectives, yes, they got the dragon. Wow, but they need to take towers.
Got face checked by Poon.
Yeah, Poon arrives in lane and is dominant straight away. We've got 4 champions from Team Volker in this mid lane, and they're not really going to put much of a harass down on this turret because the wave clear is just too good. Blue buff going onto Core Invin, as it should. And Lucian, left to his own devices down in the bottom lane. He could get himself in trouble, so he's just going to have to pay attention to what happens in the mid lane so that he doesn't get taken down, because a blue ping did go down onto him from
yeah, well, Caitlyn's swinging down now, so Lucian might want to watch himself.
Yeah, he's sticking around, and then Caution, the better part of Valor, decides to leave the lane and then turn around and go back in. Oh no! So he sees the Caitlyn and decides, okay, now I definitely am going to leave. Or maybe not.
Alright, so middle tower coming down. We've got a battle on in mid. Poon gets the shield up.
Hosmil drops the box down, but gets taken down by Clue, who gets the reset, goes forward and tries to set things up for a second, but unable to do so. So at the moment, it is just a one. Oh, Eyes gets a rampage with the headshot from long range onto. That was a 1 versus 1 between Lucian and Caitlyn, and Eyes comes out on top of that. So back to the mid lane. It is 15 minutes and 5 all other kills. The gold is practically neck on neck. And guess what? We're going to have another turret going down. Well, no, it's not quite going down. The wave clear again from Syndra, too strong. But that turret is the focus of Team Volker.
Going a turret in the bottom lane by herself. Oh no, breaking off. But she pushed her way forward anyway.
Yeah, Lucian is content to stick out in the bottom lane and just keep on soaking up farm there. He's not looking to freeze the farm though, trying to push over and trying to get a turret. He's got a couple of hits. He's got 1/3 health left on that bottom lane.
Menacol doing a great job so far, keeping his turret in checking top. Lee Sin's coming in to help him. Oh, but so is Clue. We could have a bit of action here in the top lane. No, Lee Sin decides I don't want none of that.
Hosmil trying to take down a pink ward and getting collapsed upon by Poon and Core Invin. So Thresh getting out of dodge and unfortunately will lose his own pink ward.
Yep.
Golf clap.
Alright, top tower is about 50% down now.
Pressure relentless at the moment from Grelb, so he's pretty much okay. Bit of damage getting exchanged in the mid lane. Shockwave grabs 2, Reptox in mid, and the ulti goes in, but the Braum stops all of the damage. Fantastic play over there, and they drive off that engage very, very nicely.
We've got Gelb being chased up top.
Yeah, where's he gone?
No, he's just backing around. Menacol's blue pilling, so it's quite safe.
And heading to the mid lane. So they've decided, look, we really want to get the siege going and take down this turret, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to be able to keep smacking at it. The Flay doesn't actually get anybody. Well, it does, but knocks them away instead of pulling them in. Wow. The box goes down. Grelb gets a kill down onto Elite member. Reptox trying to get damage, but it's all about Team Volker as the unstoppable goes onto Eyes. He might actually get another kill onto Menacol. He's focusing it at the moment. He'll get it. No, he doesn't, because the flash through from Clue picks up that kill, and 3-0, just like that. And the attention of Eyes goes on to Reptox. Massive hit there from the ulti. Doesn't actually take him down though. And Eyes just a little bit too far, too far forward.
Out. She backs out.
Sorry, ace in the hole. I keep calling it headshot, but the headshot is the passive.
Well, it looks like a boom headshot to me.
Yeah, it pretty much is. Scoped. 360, no scope. Actually, she scopes, so.
Invin just nicking the other team's blue. Oh, possible caught out of position, manages to escape.
Flashes out of the way. Reptox gets taken down, dominating to...
Grelb gets the top tower.
To Eyes. And yeah, there's another turret down, so it's 3-0. So that is a lot of turrets with no answer if we count the previous game.
And they're going to pick up Dragon as well for the hell of it.
That's 12 turrets. No, 12, 13, 14 turrets with no answer so far.
Wow, wow. Wow.
Yeah. So 11 turrets in the previous game with no answer, and 3 now in this game. So things looking very, very dire for Super Kawaii.
We forgot to check on prizes. Was there anything for second place?
Oh, maybe Wimazar can tell us in the Twitch chat what the prizes are.
Yeah.
For second place, that is.
It was bloody decent prizes for first place. Mice, RP, skins, bloody awesome.
And they've been giving away, throughout the season, they've been giving away... Oh, a nice death sentence down onto Core Inven. But nothing of it, really. At this stage, the siege focused on this secondary turret in the mid lane. A 4-man shockwave followed up by a glacial fissure. Grelb goes in, picks up the 4th player, and where is Menacol? He wasn't even present, so he's going to arrive, kind of waddle down and try and defend this turret, but really it's just 1 versus 5. That was a beautiful shockwave from Core Inven. Lovely play, really. And it turns into a turret. And this has been Team Volker's real strength, is every time they get an advantage, take down a turret.
Well, they're going to take the bottom tower as well. We're 20 minutes in, 4th tower to 0, 13 to 5 kill, and a 10k gold advantage.
Easy as you please, and in fact, Grelb fancies his chances, heads on over, while the rest of his team finds Menacol, takes him down. Clue picks it up with the red buff tick. In the meantime, Grelb is just going absolutely man mode right now. He might actually die for his trouble. Shut down onto elite member. So the mid laner from Super Kawaii picks up the bonus gold, and the chase is on now to try and pick up. Maybe mid trying to maybe pick up the Clue. Maybe. Posmil looking for a death sentence, but Clue times his leap just perfectly, takes him down.
Beautifully. Yeah, beautifully.
And as has been the story throughout the day, even though they managed to drive them off of their base, they've got no minions with them and they're unable to convert that into objectives.
Yeah. They're going to look to regroup here around middle. Invin's doing the own harassment by himself, just keeping watch on the place while everyone who blue-pilled back comes back into play.
Sorry, Sebi Saw, there's no prizes for Twitch viewers in this tournament. There are only MVP prizes for players, so you had to play in order to get an MVP prize or play to get the victory. Oh, Grelb decides to go on in and go after mid. A glacial fissure striking 4 players. And, well, Poon gets the kill, but really all the damage going... In fact, he deserved that kill, really, with that glacial fissure. The reset's coming out. Clue gets a killing spree and gets some damage, exit damage down onto Reptox. And look at that, a minion wave, EJ, just in time.
Perfectly timed, perfectly timed. They'll take this tower, they'll take the inhibitor.
Easy as you please.
He's going to try and come in and save the inhibitor, but I don't think he's going to be able to.
16 and 6, the kills. And what, 11,000 the goal differential?
Oh yeah, about that.
At this stage of the game?
And a 6 tower to 0 differential.
Yeah, so that makes 17 towers. There was no answer. Ouch.
How's the CS though? Not too great a difference across there.
No, and a pick in the jungle. This is another massive effort from Core Inven with his shockwaves. It's 1 versus 1. Flashes out of the stun, picks up the triple kill, and that is just incredible. I was waving arms in the air as elite member just
Caitlyn gets him.
ace from an ace in the hole. Man, what a play from Core Inven. 1 versus 1 against elite member. That was just beautiful. And I think that is going to be game, EJ.
That's game, Crisis. That is game. Wow, GG's, well played, Team Volker.
Golf clap there.
Through.
And as predicted by the Twitch chat, that was a 3-0 in the grand final in favor of Team Volker. What a fantastic performance from them in the WSL grand final.
And shout out to the Poon fan club, but Barcode boy, Mr. Pigeon himself, extremely strong game.
Yeah, fantastic, really dominant game. So, like, let's give it to Poon though. The Poon fan club is there. Look at him. He's on 1-0-17, and
Well, he didn't die. He didn't die, so we'll give it to him for that.
well, not only that, but he put
He's the only
himself in
player in the
harm's
game
way
not to die.
time and time again. The number
Yeah.
of times there was a 1 versus 1 going on, and all of a sudden Poon was there, doing the stand beside me as he should have. He had great rotations throughout the map,
Look into my shield type thing.
and that glacial fissure picking up 4 players in the
Yeah.
mid game there was just
Yeah.
fantastic. So happy to give the MVP to Poon, and the overall MVP going to Poon as well, because he was runner-up MVP in previous rounds as well.
And he ran Golden Boy Alistair.
Totally swayed by his fan club, the Terribles.
He owes them all a Mars bar on Monday now.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude our coverage of Season 2 of the WSL. We're going to look to see if we can get involved in the Oceanic Secondary Schools League, because that round of 8 is going to be fantastic, with Team Volker representing the Wellington region from New Zealand.
And if any of you want to have a go at our shoutcasting yourselves, get in touch with us via Facebook, and we'll see if we can get you behind the mic and give you a burl.
Well, actually, Wimmerseye has asked on a number of occasions if he can join when I've been solo casting, so we might
Of
actually
course
give
he
him a
can.
run. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, ladies and
BJ's
gentlemen,
boy voice.
it has been fantastic to have you on board for this grand final between Team Volker and Super Kawaii. In the end, Team Volker 3-0s the match and goes through. They'll pick up all of those prizes for first place in Season 2.
Great stuff.
Final shout out to Steel Series for those prizes. A shout out to OzGamers for being broadcast sponsor together with GameStar. And a shout out to Wimmerseye and Deathshinks, who have put together a fantastic competition of who the champions are. Team Volker.
Awesome. Get some.
Get some. This is Crisis. And EJ signing out.